And away we go for this Hungarian Grand Prix. Simpson with the better start on the soft tire, finds himself in the P1 as we head down into turn 1. We've got Yaotzin going to hold it around the outside, maybe no, has to settle for second place. Meanwhile, Tempo has jumped up to third place and Kurt Maestro down to fourth. Fresh Agent just about holding on in fifth place from One Kidney Jim. The medium runners are going to come under some pressure from the soft runners. Meanwhile, up top, Yaotzin, Tempo and Simpson battling out already. Tempo sticking the nose down the inside and almost taking out Yaotzin. That was very close to contact. Simpson now needs to get his head down, get a gap, make the most of the soft tires and the additional grip. We've got to get a flag at the back of the grid. Not sure what's happened there. But Yaotzin and Tempo very close at the moment. Can Simpson get away from Yaotzin? Can he break that toe? I mean, look at that. Yaotzin pushing Simpson into the next couple of corners. And Simpson looks like he's actually struggling on his softs at the moment. Getting a little bit slidey on the exit. Is Simpson going to struggle on these soft tyres? Sets the fastest lap of the race. Looking down the field, we got a huge train behind One Kidney Jim. The Williams of James Mason sending it down the inside of the RB. Holds that line and James Mason just sending off from the front board, but One Kidney Jim is coming right back at him. Down the inside, but James Mason makes the move to six. Now the Ferrari. Looking down the inside of the McLaren of Fresh Agent. That was a bold move. He's still there. He's going around the outside of the Aston Martin of Eli and just about defends from him. What a defensive move from Lager. Just about holds it round the outside. Great defending and great racing between the Ferrari and the Aston Martin. One Kidney Jim now coming on the fire from Fresh Agent. Meanwhile, Kurt Maestro's got a huge gap at the moment, 2.3 between himself and his teammate, James Mason. How long are these softs going to go on for? Those on the medium tyre can opt to push that little bit more. They don't need to look after their tyres too much. Those on the softs, however, are going to have to look after as Simpson pits on lap 3. And Yaotzin then takes the lead of this race. Who else is pitting? I think Simpson is the only one to pit. No, he's not. We got Kurt Maestro in the pit. So Kurt Maestro, Eli, Redding, Andy, Purple J, all opting to pit on lap 3 of the sprint race. Game volume too loud, can't hear you. Thank you so much for letting me know. Appreciate it. I'll turn that down. Hopefully that's better. Let me know if that's better. Hopefully it is. Sorry, back to the track action then. So, Simpson, Kurt, Eli, Risky Andy, and Purple J have all pitted already. And Purple J, gone from the mediums, is now on the softer compound of tyres. So, didn't like those mediums at all. And has already put himself onto the softs. So, question is, when is Yaotzin and Tempo going to pit? I reckon they're going to go all the way to lap 7. Is the feeling here. I don't think they're going to pit on lap 4. I think they'll go all the way to the penultimate lap of the race. Anyone else on the softs going to pit? No. James Mason continues. One Kidney Jim in the pit, and so is Fresh Agent on the mediums, also pitting at the same time. I thought Fresh Agent would go out for longer, but has decided to pit. Hopefully that's better, Sterling. Let me know. So Fresh Agent, interesting, on the mediums, and now gone into a second set of medium tyres. So people opting to do medium, or maybe even soft to soft. Interesting. Foxy also pitted as well. Interesting. So the tyre rule obviously isn't a thing in the sprint. And One Kidney Jim gets the first penalty of the race as he's coming under fire from E69. Eli down the inside, takes that position away from One Kidney Jim. Back up top, Yaotzin is flying at the moment, has got a 2-second lead over Tempo. Yaotzin is flying. James Mason down in third. In actual fact, it's being gained upon from Lager, and saying that, Lager gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Not what he wanted. His teammate down in fourth at the moment. He doesn't have any penalties, but Lager, looking really good for Lager at the moment. Finds himself with a penalty, and James Mason pits. James Mason also pitting. Be interesting to see what James Mason does. Let's stay on board with him, whether he'll go soft or soft medium. Lap 5. I wonder if he's going to go on the soft here. What we got out for him? Softs. So soft for James Mason. And Kurt Maestro with the fastest lap of the race, as he's coming up right behind R. Simpson. Wow, Kurt Maestro's rapidly caught up to the back of R. Simpson here, and Kurtley looking very quick indeed at the moment. All over the back of the Aston Martin. Seems like R. Simpson is really struggling. Thank you, Sterling, for confirming that. Appreciate it. He's really struggling on these medium tyres. Careful, Kurt. Don't get yourself a penalty. That was right on track limits there. Meanwhile, the gap up top, almost 3 seconds. Yaotzin is flying. So, Kurt within a second of R. Simpson. Wow, Kurtley looking like he's really enjoying these mediums at the moment. Just needs, as our race leader pits. Yaotzin is in the pit, and so is Tempo. What are these two going to do? I'm going to go soft. I reckon the top two are going to go softs here. 2 laps to go. Lager takes the lead of the race. Lager still staying out on no soft tyre. Isn't pitting. There we go. Thought so. Tempo and Yaotzin both opting to go for the soft tyre. R. Simpson is going to come out in second place. And the undercut, working a treat for R. Simpson, comes out ahead of both Yaotzin and Tempo. The undercut proving to be incredibly strong in this sprint race. And at the moment, R. Simpson is your net race leader. Surely Lager is going to pit on this lap. These softs must be killing him at the moment. 5 laps on the soft tyre. Surely he's going to pit. He has to pit regardless. He needs to pit. Oh, getting too far on the exit curve there, Lager. Almost losing the rear. That could have ended his race. R. Simpson gets himself a 3-second penalty. What was looking like the race win for him, and he's just bagged himself a penalty. Oh, that's not going to be good at all for R. Simpson, but Kurt is going to be loving that. He just needs to fend off Yaotzin, who's on quicker softs. When is Lager going to pit? It's going to be this lap, isn't it? He's going to pit on the penultimate lap. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is between Kurt Maestro and Yaotzin. Yaotzin on the fresher, soft tyre. Kurt Maestro on the medium tyre. He needs to keep Yaotzin behind him. Needs him to ruin his soft tyre if he's going to have any hope of getting the race win. Yaotzin with the bare exit. Kurt Maestro, what a switchback from Yaotzin. Down the inside of Kurt Maestro. Went to the right, went to the left. But Kurt Maestro is going to have the inside line for the next corner. That was an audacious move from Yaotzin then. Wow. Had to get that right, otherwise he was going to cause a massive incident between himself and Kurtley. Oh, that was great racing. Yaotzin's going to challenge into the chicane. No, he's not. Backs out of it. This is for the race win. R. Simpson with a penalty on a penultimate lap. Surely Lager's going to pit this lap. Has to. Has to pit on this lap. Where it's going to drop him, I'm not sure. He does have a 3-second time penalty on him. And these softs are going to be costing him so much time now. Yep, so Lager pits then, and R. Simpson will take the lead of the race. He needs the 2 behind to squabble, even maybe take each other out, but Yaotzin's dived down the inside, takes the lead of this race on the final lap. Kurt's got DRS though. Kurt's got DRS into the first corner, goes to the inside. Has he got the grip to send it? No, he hasn't. Yaotzin holds the outside line, but Kurt's going to get us another taste of DRS. This is it for Kurt. He needs to make the move stick. Too far back. And Yaotzin just holds on to P2, which is going to be the lead of the race once R. Simpson has those penalties take effect. Oh my goodness me. It is all happening on the last lap of this sprint race. What can Kurt do? Can Kurt get back at Yaotzin rather, in the next couple of corners? I don't think he can. It's very hard to overtake around this track as it is. And it's looking like Yaotzin is going to take the win of the sprint race. Anything happening downfield? We got Eli up to 5th, James Mason holding 6th from Fresh Agent down in 7th. Foxy pushing the Red Bull of One Kidney Jim. Kingy's got himself a 3-second time penalty. Can Foxy bag 8th place? Meanwhile, up top, R. Simpson will come across the line. But however, it'll be Yaotzin that takes the sprint win. Kurt Maestro was 2nd. Tempo in 3rd. R. Simpson drops to 4th. Eli in 5th. James Mason comes home in 6th. Meanwhile, Foxy and One Kidney Jim coming across the line. And Foxy takes away 8th place. One Kidney Jim has bagged himself a 10-second time penalty for an unserved penalty and drops down to 12th place. But Yaotzin takes the win.